Listen, y'all, this episode of The Real Housewives of Atlanta got me so damn activated. I ain't even doing no editing and I ain't even doing no intro. We just gonna sit down and start talking straight up, no chaser. First and foremost, before we even get into the episode, Angela Oakley, I'm gonna need you to do one thing for me. You gonna have to stop going around telling people you 43, Angela. You just gonna have to stop doing it. You gonna have to stop doing it because we not believing it. Angela, I'm 41. And I got a face full of gray hair. I look like Peter Thomas over here with my gray hair, baby. And you and I, we wouldn't have been in high school together, baby. You would have been my home economics teacher, okay? You would have taught personal fitness. You would have taught computer class. Maybe you would have been a security guard to the school. But Angela, I refuse to believe you and I would have been in high school together, okay? And here is why. First and foremost, let me start out by saying it ain't even got much to do with her physical. Angela is a beautiful woman, and most people out there better hope that they look a 16th of how Angela Oakley looks. Let's get that out of the way. Angela, your energy just gives 55. Your energy just gives, girl, I be 60 in 4 years. What we gonna do for my 60th birthday? Now, here's the thing. Atlanta is very small. You, I, and your husband got a lot of mutual friends. Here is what I want to happen, Angela, because we going to run into each other sometime in the very near future. This is what I want to happen, Angela. When we walk up together, we going to hug. We going to exchange pleasantries. I'm going to turn my phone on. We going to take a selfie and do a live. And you going to pull your driver's license out your pocketbook, and I'm going to have to read it. I'm going to have to read it. And listen, here's the thing. It's not a read. Like, Angela just navigates these streets like a grown-ass woman. And when I say grown, not grown, but like grown, real grown. Like, Angela, no, she no shade. Angela look like the type of woman that wears slip under her skirt, okay? And wear a brassiere. Other little girls wear bras. Angela wear a brassiere. Angela, let me tell you something. Peter, Job, Cain, Abel, Mary Magdalene, and the damn Billy Goats Gruff gonna have to come off of Noah's Ark down to the port of Miami and whisper in my ear and tell me your ass is 43 before I believe the shit. Okay, moving right along, and I'm finna jump from the end to the beginning. Porsha, you said it. You said every word, and whether you want to admit you said it, you brought up gaslighting down to the thing. Angela heard it. Kelly confirmed it. And whereas you were sitting down saying, oh, I didn't say anything, I didn't bring up his name, as the other ladies were walking out to put their bags in the car to leave the house, everybody is walking down the hallway talking about what happened the night before. So it just makes you look like a very bad liar, right? And it's one thing to lie in the moment. It's another thing to come back a few months later, do your confessionals. You look amazing, by the way, to do your confessionals and still be lying. All right. There's a lot going on with Porsha. And I'm going to be real here. This has nothing to do with the show. Porsha, you know, you and I, we were in Candy's Play together. I love you. We had a great time. You know, we were friends during that time. I ain't got no issues with you. This ain't even about, your name could be Tamika in this situation. But here is what I want to say to you, Tamika. Coming off of what you know you came off of with Fallon and Simon. Coming off of that. And that appeared to have been relatively traumatic for you in regards to the bad press and the opinions that people formed about you. Coming off of that, it seems like a woman like you would be super diligent about the way she moved in these streets in reference to anything involving infidelity, stealing somebody's man, looking at somebody's man, flirting inappropriately, or anything of the sort. It would seem to me that that would be your kryptonite, that would be your Achilles heel, and you would never, ever, 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 ever want to touch that subject. For you to say you ought to screw Charles, baby, that's not on you. It's in you. Okay? Porsha, I love you to death, but baby girl, that's not on you. It's in you. All right? And I'm going to tell you something. Y'all might think she said it in jest, and y'all might have said she was joking, but I believe every single word. And it's funny, right? Because as much as somebody like me who loves to give people the benefit of the doubt, we're all human. We all make mistakes. As much as I truly wanted to follow that narrative of, oh, Fallon and Simon were having problems. Fallon cheated first. You know, it just looks crazy on TV, but Porsha didn't really do nothing trifling. No. Porsha, that sentiment and what you expressed down to that pool very much gives. You wouldn't have gave a damn if Fallon and Simon was having a good time, happily married or not. It was low down. It was just some low down SHIT to say, especially in front of a group of other women who were married. And the fact that Shamia sat her ass down there and kikied, Britt sat her ass down there and kikied, Kelly was once married, she sat her ass down there and kikied, it's not cool. Now I'm going to tell you something. Maybe Kelly isn't 100% with the shit because in her confessional, she was like, nah, Porsha said it. Porsha, why would you say that? Why would you say that? And here's the thing, whether you would act on it or not, people already believe this about you, and I do too. Porsha, you got a Jezebel spirit on your left shoulder blade. Whereas most people got a tramp stamp or a tattoo right here, you got a Jezebel spirit right here. Because for you to occupy this earth and walk around feeling like, I can fuck a bitch man if I want to, that's low down. That's low down. Baby, only a Jezebel spirit down to your bone marrow will make you even say something like that in front of a group of women when that lady is upstairs. And then when that lady came downstairs to confront your ass about your husband, her husband, you didn't want to fight. You didn't want to fight. See, you popped Jamie ass in the face behind the Dwight Eubanks Purple Door Salon over there on Edgewood. But when Angela 6 feet tall came down there to confront you about her husband, now all of a sudden you was ready to go to bed. See, I think what had happened was her coochie was hot. But she had done got down in that pool in that chlorine water, and it had douched out and wrenched out a little bit of that Jezebel spirit, so Porsha wasn't feeling as froggy, so she gonna take her ass upstairs. No, you took your ass upstairs out of shame and embarrassment and out of, oh crap, I might have been caught. You said that shit and that lady heard you. All right? And on top of that, put the infidelity and the sleeping with people's husbands and stuff, put all of that aside. Then on this very same episode, you sat in our face and said, you didn't say it, you didn't even mention Charles and Angela's name, but then bam, you got Kelly saying, oh no, Porsha definitely said it, I heard it. So Porsha, which one is it? And honestly and truthfully, whichever answer you choose still is not favorable because either you a Jezebel and a whore or you're a liar. Neither way you pan out well. Porsha, I don't know what happened with your return to the Real Housewives of Atlanta. I don't know if it's where your life is. I don't know where your happiness level is. I don't know if it's because you're stressed, and rightfully so. But this was supposed to be the warm welcoming of Porsha. This was supposed to be like Porsha and the girls. It's supposed to be Porsha. It was supposed to be Beyonce. And we were really looking forward to seeing Porsha take the reins of this show and run with it. Porsha has always been the fun girl, the lighthearted girl, the girl that gonna throw back the drinks and dress sexy, the girl that we could all relate to and want to hang out with. And somehow you are becoming most hated. Like, I don't know what them people told you your role was gonna be this year, and I don't know what's going on in your personal life that got you acting in a way that's got people saying, this is not the Porsha I know and love. And then Porsha, you have vindicated that whole group of hoes over there that didn't like you. That whole segment of the internet, that whole segment of the population, the whole segment of viewers that did not like you, the ones that thought you was a hoe, the ones that thought you was trifling as hell, the ones that thought you took that lady husband. Baby, you just gave them all the evidence they need to feel supported in that hate for all these years. In the words of D'Angelo, how does it feel? How does it, I want to know, how does it feel? This is just me being a bit intuitive. I can't prove it. It ain't fact. I think Porsha got a lot of things going on at the same time. I think it not being the Porsha show is bothering her, and rightfully so. I think the thing with Dennis and Drew is bothering her. And let's be clear here. I'm not knocking her one bit for that shit with Dennis and Drew bothering me, because it would bother me too. I don't give a good goddamn. If I introduce y'all to my man, to my cousin, to a family member, to my good friend from college, don't circumvent me to do anything with my people. That's just friend code, okay? That's friend code. Then you talking about somebody I don't had a baby with? It's trifling as hell. And here is the only thing that's really messed up about it. The only thing that's messed up about it is, Porsha, whereas you walking around here and trying to act like you being mature about it, you really not. You really not. Because what a mature bitch would have did was not left anything to chance. What a mature bitch would have did was sat down with Drew, and they would have drew that MFing line in the sand very clearly. Let me show you how it goes. Drew, I'm going to tell you this one time, and I'm going to tell you one time only. I don't feel comfortable with you working with my baby daddy for whatever reason. I think it's a violation of friend code. I think it's a violation of girl code. I don't like it. Okay? I brought Dennis on this show. Y'all know Dennis through me, and yes, y'all and us have all hung out, and y'all may have y'all own thing, but this is my job. I brought Dennis to this, and as a mom and as a wife, I need you to understand there are some things that may be going on in my life, and if it gets too tumultuous, now Dennis has an end to this show to spray me on my own platform, and I don't want that, Drew, and I don't like it. That's what you should have said, Porsha, because that's what you feel, okay? But I get it. We do these things as humans where I don't want to look petty. So you don't say nothing to the other person because you don't want to look petty, when all the while that's how you feel. And then it causes you to act petty. Because at the very end of the day, baby, that table scene, you were petty and childish as all fuck. Okay? If that was not high school, they around there trying to talk to you, you giving everybody your ass to kiss, they talking directly to you, you turning your head, and then when you go in the room and Cynthia coming there to check on you, then we find out the issue is because you found out only a broke bitch want to see the whole review but refuse to spend $7.50 to get it.